And one of our top stories tonight, United Kingdom says it will not yet be signing up to the U.S. President Donald Trump's proposed Board of Peace over concerns about possible participation of Russia. U.S. President Donald Trump unveiled the new international initiative, the Board of Peace, on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos. The initiative brought together leaders and senior officials from 19 countries who signed its founding charter at the summit. However, none of the United States' major European allies took part in the signing, including the United Kingdom. The White House says the board is aimed at resolving global conflicts and supporting rebuilding efforts in Gaza. Alexander von Rugen is a global policy analyst. He joins me now for this conversation on Trump's new board. Thank you for being here. Your thoughts on the assembly for the signing of Trump's charter and why it seems he is struggling to get his European allies on board?
After his speech at Davos, I think the European nations are still shall we say, a little not amused by comments that Trump had made towards them. He was abrupt, and by European standards, he was rude. Notwithstanding that, the plan to have a parallel or alternative enforcement group outside of the UN in Gaza, it doesn't sit well with some people because everybody has self-interest. What Trump is trying to do here in Gaza is to come up with an alternative to peace in an area that has been repetitively unsuccessful in achieving that. And he's putting a diverse group of countries together, members of the Abraham Accords in the Middle East. He's mixing up the countries to try to effectuate a resolve in Gaza. I believe he's not got the full support of Israel behind it because they want to manage it, but I think Trump's kind of trumped that idea by bringing in other allies, all putting $1 billion on the table to join the permanent board and to prove themselves as a peacemaker. So it's too premature to tell how that's going to work out, but anything that hasn't worked is better than a new proposal, or a new proposal is better than anything that hasn't worked in the past.
Okay, so there's this new talk about him, the Board of Peace, replacing the United Nations. The original mandate was about bringing peace to Gaza. Now it's, seeming to be a worldwide thing. How is this likely to challenge or complement the United Nations' role in resolving international conflict, even though we know the UN has said there will be no issue?
Well, the mandate of the UN stays. It's international laws stay. They're saying this charter will abide by international law. What they're doing is they're putting a group together, and I think they're going to cherry pick situations and conflicts in the world that have been unsuccessfully managed by the UN. So they're not replacing the UN on all fronts. I think they're going to cherry pick conflicts that have not been resolved, and they're going to do it in a more affirmative action manner. And let's see how that plays out. They're expanding the mandate from Gaza, but I think Gaza is going to be the first trial.
Would you not assume that the UK's hesitation to sign up to the charter is a big setback for the initiative?
I don't think it is at all. Starmer and Trump and Trump's opinion of Starmer are a matter of public record. The fact that Tony Blair is on the board, he's kind of a proxy for the UK, whether it's official or not, but that's symbolic. And obviously, Blair is in line with Trump's idealistic motives here moving forward. He's making a point that Starmer's involvement is insignificant.
We're out of time. I wish we had more time. Thank you for speaking with us as always.
My pleasure.